Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Honor to him, the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened One. My utmost respect to the perfectly enlightened Samma Sambuddha, the noble doctrine of the Buddha, and the noble Mahasangha, the disciples of the Buddha. Hello everyone, good afternoon to all of you. So, with the program today, the usual Sunday evening, afternoon meditation session at the Empty Cloud Buddhist Monastery, I would like to share with you some meditation techniques, and also I would also like to guide you through some meditations, and then we can also have a discussion together. So, what is meditation? What do you understand by meditation? Anyone would like to share? What is meditation to you when you hear something, meditation? Practicing one-pointedness. Okay. Yeah, practicing one-pointedness is a good answer, but we also have to actually add maybe a little bit more. Yeah, so one-pointedness does not necessarily means everything, like you point on anything, you focus on anything. So everything cannot be a meditation. Let's say like a sniper gunman, he will also be very pointed, right? Very sharp. So that's not what we mean here. And also there are some certain animals very focused on waiting for some prey, right? So that's also not meditation. That's not what we mean here. Again, in meditation, we actually, focus. Very important, unification of mind. And then also it is so important to actually kind of read our own mind. Like in yoga, I think you listen to your own body, right? And in the meditation, you listen to your own mind. And the challenge that we all of us have is to focus at the present moment, which is also very difficult. That's why we need to try, we need to practice. So mindfulness is something I think you are more familiar with that. Mindfulness, it's a very famous teaching nowadays. Mindfulness of breath, mindfulness of body, mindfulness of so many different activities. And then also why it is so important when we do that. It helps us cope up with our mind, and it helps us ease the pressure in so many different ways. So to find peace, to find inner peace, to strengthen our own inner peace is what we need to learn here in this meditation practice. Okay, having said that, I would like to share with you about a story, about a sutta actually in Majjhima Nikaya, what we call Kayagata Sati Sutta. Okay, I explained this sutta a little while ago, but I will explain a portion of this sutta to benefit you as well. Like in Mahasatipatthana Sutta and Satipatthana Sutta, Kayagata Sati Sutta also is a really helpful sutta for all of us. Yes. So, in Kayagata Sati Sutta, what the Buddha has said here is, one time the Blessed One was living at Savatthi, Jetavana Monastery, and there he found a gathering of monks. They were discussing about Dhamma, about the importance of mindfulness. Mindfulness immersed in the body. Okay? So, now you had your lunch. How do you feel now? You feel good? Or you feel little bit sleepy? You feel full? You feel full. So, before food, like, how did you feel?
Much more alert.
Yeah, much more alert. And before food, you wanted to have food. After food, I had more food. I am too full. I need to take a rest, right? This is suffering. So without food also we suffer, and after food also we suffer. That's really. And then we sit here, you feel comfortable, and after a while, I have pain here, pain there. So I don't want to sit here anymore. You want to stand up, and then when you stand up, then again I can't balance. I want to, maybe lay down. And so it's never ending, the suffering. So here, um, mindfulness immersed in the body can be really helpful. Every one of you, if you think of it very seriously, that can be very helpful. So the monks were discussing about that, the benefit of the fruit and great benefit of this mindfulness immersed in the body. That is called Kaya Gata Sati. This is Majjhima Nikaya, middle length sayings, and 119 sutta. There are 152 suttas in Majjhima Nikaya. And over here, the Buddha expresses, there is the case where a monk, having gone to the wilderness, to the shade of a tree, or to an empty building, sit down, folding his legs crosswise, holding his body erect and setting mindfulness to the fore. Always mindful. He breathes in, and mindfulness, he breathes out. Again, like yesterday, we were discussing about the same subject, like how important it is to focus on our own breath. And so I think all of us can start with this simple practice of mindfulness uh, breathing. And so when you breathe in long, you recognize that you breathe in long. When you breathe out long, you recognize you breathe out long. When you breathe out short, breathe in short and breathe out short, you recognize that you breathe in and out short. The whole body, whole breath column, we recognize that we breathe in and out. So this way we try to actually focus on our own breath. And after a while, we, as we mentioned before, when we sit for a while, we need to also walk around, and then also we do many other activities. So in every single activity, when you do that, you do it with mindfulness. So when you walk, we also walk mindfully. So mindful walking is what we call walking meditation. So walking can also be a meditation. When you are tired, like now it is cold, now I can see you wrapping it up, and then you feel like after a while you feel sleepy. Maybe we go out uh, have some fresh air if possible. I think it is getting colder too. If not, we can go out for a while, or you can practice here also, here and there, a little bit of walking meditation. So when you walk, you start being mindful about your own walking. And the sutta says, when you walk, when you sit, when you stand, when you lay down, you are mindful of what you do. And then again, furthermore, when going forward and returning, he makes himself fully alert. I think Olga was saying alertness. When looking toward and looking away, also you are mindful. I'm looking toward, I'm looking away. You can just be mindful. And when you bend, when you extend your limbs, also you can be mindful. When you carry your outer cloak, the monks have outer cloak. You also now, I think, have outer cloak. You can also focus on that. I am carrying my outer cloak, upper robe, and also bowl. You saw the monks were taking bowl today, right? When we went for alms, we were taking the bowl. In eating, also we need to think of it. Later on, please bring a bottle of water. We can also practice a little bit of that water drinking meditation. Okay, later we will do that. So when you take a break, please bring a bottle of water and we will practice that. And eating, drinking, chewing, savoring, even urinating, defecating, walking, standing, sitting, falling asleep, waking up, talking, even in remaining silent, we are mindful. So there is no end to mindfulness. We keep focusing on what we do. Remaining in silent also, we are fully alert. And as he remains thus heedful, ardent, and resolute, these three very important qualifications are important. Now you have to be really ardent, you have to be really resolute, and you have to be really, really heedful. Otherwise, I can guarantee within minutes you will sleep. So you have to be really resolute. I'm not going to sleep, okay? You came here all the way, so you need to learn some meditation, right? And any memories and resource related to the household life now should be abandoned, at least for a while. Okay, do not worry about whatever happened at home because you have to focus right here, right now. We need to focus now. It is important. We need to live at the present moment. Then we can actually settle inwardly and grows unified and centered. This is how a monk develops mindfulness immersed in the body. Okay, so this is the technique that I wanted to share with you, and so it's important that we focus on some of these things in day-to-day life. I think it is very important. Now let's practice. Okay, are you comfortable now? Feeling happy? Okay, so I really want you to be awake, and I really want you to be resolute and ardent today. And yeah, I think I will be very happy if you can focus and not fall asleep. Let's see. Now, maybe just a couple of minutes, we will focus. Okay, not too long. Settle on the seats and sit comfortably. So when you sit comfortably. That is very helpful. And also erect your back straighten your back and align with your head. It should be straight, not bending forward, but straight with the back. And then keep your one palm on the other, right palm on the left palm, and connect your two thumbs. Place them on your lap. Very lightly connecting the two thumbs. Now let us close our eyes. If you are okay, you can close your eyes. If you feel sleepy, I recommend you do not close your eyes completely. Maybe half close your eyes. That will be helpful. If you have any difficulty sitting on the floor, you can of course sit on a chair, but then you need to keep your foot separate and place your foot like this on the floor, not cross-legged. Now close your eyes or half close your eyes. When you close your eyes, also do not close your eyes tightly. Lightly is good. And now I think all of us have taken lunch. So it's good to have some body scanning. Focus on your belly, stomach area. Maybe more active area. It can also be your brain, head. Head also has so many activities right now. Maybe you were having some discussions while having lunch, or you were busy working on something, or you were thinking of something at home. If you missed some activity at home, maybe you were still carrying on that. So your brain is little bit stressful, maybe little bit panicked. Focus on your tummy or belly area, stomach. See what's happening. Also focus on your other areas of your body. There is something special happening. Any special sensation. Once again, ardent, resolute, heedful, not falling asleep. Focus on your body, focus on your sensation. Along with the breathing, you can see different sensations of your body. Maybe if you have eaten a little bit more, it's a little bit more difficult for you to even breathe in and out. It's okay. What do? We just observe whatever happens. You're not trying to control anything here. Just observe whatever happens physically in the body. And now once again, when you close your eyes, your ear sense door is more active, so you can hear some other things as well. It is okay to be sensitive to such things, but then you need to quickly come back to your meditation. Come back to the present moment. See how your breathing works. Breathing in and breathing out. Along with that, different body sensations. Do you have any difficulty, any tightness, any numbness, any pain somewhere in your body? Pay attention to that. Just try to recognize it. Observe the pain or that different sensation. Is it more painful or is it just average? Not so painful, but little bit uncomfortable maybe. How is that part of your body and your brain coordinate? What about the brain waves now? Is it smooth? Is your brain, your head feeling heavy? So if you keep focusing on your breath pattern and then also the other parts of the body functioning differently, reacting differently, you can calm down bodily until you feel relaxed. Slowly breathing in and out and easing the pressure of your body. Okay, let's take a good long deep breath now. Hold it for a few seconds. And then slowly release and relax. Breathe through the nostril in and out one more time together, everyone. Hold it for a few seconds and then slowly release and relax. And then slowly and gently open your eyes. Okay. So did you feel any difference in your body? Did you feel sleepy? No? Anyone who fell asleep?
Anyone who wants to admit it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's very important to accept also, right? Okay. So the body sensations are very important part of our meditation. Like the Buddha said, when we sit in silent, also we need to be mindful. Actually, the meditation looks like very silent, right? But inside, very active. Whatever we do is so active. Maybe sometimes it's more active than you're physically engaged in something. When you close your eyes, you totally focus, completely absorbed into your mind. That can be really a powerful feeling, powerful experience. So it's not easy. It doesn't happen to you overnight, but it is very important if you can think of it seriously. Okay, so now if you want, you can stand up, maybe do a little bit stretch. Yes.
If there's a lot of noise or external variables, how if you try to concentrate on something, how often do you switch the focus to another?
Yeah, so when we close our eyes, our ear sensitivity is more stronger, so we definitely hear more sounds. Now when you open your eyes, you don't hear the ticking of the clock. Also very minor subtle noises you don't hear, because our eye is more active. When we close our eyes, our ear becomes more active, so we hear things, and therefore it is very natural. If it happens, it is very natural, but then you don't panic, just recognize it. There is a noise. Okay, I hear a noise. I heard someone walking. I hear the doorbell. It's okay. You just recognize. Come back to your meditation. So slowly you try to figure out, and then you also give priority to your own meditation. Right. So come back to your meditation. Come back to your breath. Come back to your body sensation. Okay. That way you don't feel. Like some people, when they meditate, if someone talks, you feel like getting angry, getting restless. We are meditating, they are talking, You might even get angry. Can we do that? Then it doesn't become a meditation, right? So, in order to do that, you need to just calm down. It's okay. It's another voice, it's another noise, it's another sensation. That's it. So, if you react to that, you can make it a negative karma, right? And if you don't react to that negatively, it's just a neutral karma. Doesn't become badly affecting you anymore. So this is another lesson that we need to learn. Meditation, how to be neutral to things, not reacting negatively to experience in our life. Okay, yes. Now if you want, you can stand up, do some stretching so that we can sit again comfortably. Also standing, while standing also we can do actually meditation. It's always possible. Standing meditation. When you stand, you can also think that you are standing. When you look around, you can be mindful that you are looking around. If you see something, just be mindful you see something, but you are not being really bothered that much. Maybe you can focus more on your own body or on your own breath. Okay. Whenever you are ready, you can sit down again. You prefer to stand? Do you prefer to stand? But later you think, oh, I should not do that. So one thing more I want to say, like we will do like 15-minute breaks. Meditation sitting 15 minutes, then we will have a bell. Then if you like, you can continue to sit, or else you can stand. Okay, and then you stand. If you like to stand, if you feel sleepy, I think you can stand. That will be little bit helpful for a while. Maybe 15 minutes standing will be helpful. However, it's important that we stand. Okay. Now, what I am going to practice with you today is Anapanasati, breathing meditation. So we will practice breathing meditation for a while. And when we do that, your body will become extremely calm. And warning, you will have more opportunities to sleep. I can make all of you sleep real soon if I want. I really want all of you close your eyes but not sleep.
Yeah. Visit people at nighttime before bedtime. Then
Yes.
bedtime.
Right. So in Anapanasati meditation, actually we do it. We actually want to, if we want, we can do it while standing too. But mostly we do it while sitting. Again, when you sit comfortably. Sit whichever way you feel comfortable. Sometimes, like you can sit cross-legged, or you can have the lotus posture. You can have half lotus. You can also sit like this. Have you tried this? I think some of you can also sit like this. But if you are very heavy baby, it's difficult for you to sit here like this for a long time. So there are people who could sit on different postures. Uh, you have a good support. So actually, at the beginning, it is difficult for us to sit. We don't know how to sit at the beginning. That is the most important part, I think. Sitting, finding a posture where you can sit long time. You can focus long time without any movement. Okay. So now you decide which is your most comfortable posture, and then you settle. Okay, whichever. So as I said, maybe like around 15 minutes. That's enough for us. Okay, you promise me you're not going to make any movement. Okay, don't look here and there. Don't change your posture. You're going to be there for around 15 minutes. Okay. This also is really helpful for you to stand straight. Okay, and then keep your spinal cord straight and also the head. Keep your palms together, one on the other again. Right palm on the left palm. Connect the two thumbs lightly and then slowly rest them on your lap. I also recommend you keep your shoulders little open and little back, and your chest to the front a little. Now you can see your spine is more straight, and your chest is more open, your respiratory system works smoother. Let's close our eyes gently, compassionately towards yourself and towards everyone else. Then again we close our eyes lightly, not tightly. Let's take a good long deep breath, breathing through the nostril, breathing in and breathing out through the nostril. Unless you have any difficulty breathing through the nostril, let's do it through the nostril. Long deep breath and hold it for few seconds. Some of you could do it like for 10 seconds. You can do it. You can do it for a comfortable time, little bit longer, and hold it. Do it together. Hold it for a while and then slowly release and relax. Breathing in and breathing out through the nostril. One more time. Long deep breath through the nostril. Now one last one, again little bit longer, and this one is little shorter than the previous ones. When you take a good long deep breath, that helps you ease out the pressure of your body. Especially your shoulders should be relaxed, eyebrows should be relaxed. When you close your eyes, it's very important you keep your eyebrows relaxed. If you tightly close, it can create headache. So lightly close your eyes is good. Now let us focus on our breath, incoming and outgoing. Breathing in and breathing out. Naturally breathing, okay? Constantly determine yourself to be awake, especially after lunch. When you breathe in long, you recognize it, observe it, identify that you breathe in long. See what happens to your nostril area when you breathe in long. So the incoming air touches the nostril before entering the body. When we breathe in long, we feel the sensation little better. Again, it's natural, not intentional long breath. When you breathe out long, we can feel the sensation in the nostril area. We recognize, identify, observe that we breathe out long. Natural breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in through the nostril, breathing out through the nostril. Recognizing every single breath, observing every single breath. When we breathe short, breathing in short, we recognize it, we observe it, identify it, that we breathe in short. When we breathe out short, we recognize it, we identify it, observe it, that we breathe out short. So important for you to focus on your entry point and exit point, nostril and upper lip. Feel the sensation when you breathe in and when you breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in long and breathing out long. Breathing in short and breathing out short. Feel the experience in the nostril area and the upper lip area. Not allowing the mind and body to sleep, but then again calm down, calming the bodily and the breathing sensations, formations. With closed eyes, let's take a good long deep breath and hold it for a few seconds before releasing. Release and relax. And let us rub our palms mindfully paying attention to the movement of the palms and also feeling the sensation while rubbing the palms. When you feel warm enough, you can place them on your eyes with a long deep breath. And then release and relax. You can place them on your ears also. Take a good long deep breath. And then release and relax. If you have any body pain, like sometimes you have some hair, head, some different heaviness of your head, you can also spiritually massage your head. After the meditation, maybe it is helpful. Even your shoulders, you can heal the pressure, ease the pressure. And then slowly, gently open your eyes. Okay? Was it better? Not sleeping? Good. And I know if I did not remind you, maybe it could happen, but I'm very happy that you were able to focus on your meditation. Okay. Any question? Antonona, how was it?
Good.
All right. So I think we can go for a short walk and then we can come back and meditate. So I recommend, if it is cold outside, you can practice inside. Maybe I can show you how we do the walking meditation. How do you do the walking meditation? So in the sutta, we have the shortest answer to that, like how to do the walking meditation. When you walk, be mindful that you walk, right? You go back and forth, be mindful that you walk. And so you select a path to meditate. Okay, this is where I'm going to meditate from here to there. So you keep walking back and forth. And you can actually do that. Let me show you. So for example, I'm going to use this as my walking path. So I keep walking. I think just walking is okay at the beginning. So it also is, you feel very good when you walk like this after long sitting. And then you pay more attention to your walking, little bit more. And then when you go, also you can think of your foot movement, like right, left, and then turning right, left, right, left, right, left. So keep walking and then coming to your destination, taking a pause, and then turning and taking a pause, standing standing, standing. And now I am a little bit more attentive. Now when I walk, I also keep my body straight. I can keep my palms to the front or to the side or to the back, whichever is more comfortable to you is okay. And then this time I rest my foot and move, raise, move and place. Okay, raise, move, place. 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 Keep walking like this. So you see when you raise, it is the anti-gravity. So you make some force, just like taking off the flight. And then when you cruise through the air, you have a different experience. When you race, it's a different experience. And when you cruise through, and that's also a different experience. And then landing, different experience. All this is different. You can keep thinking, keep reminding, being mindful about your steps. And every single step, you do it mindfully, just like you are paying attention to your breath. Then you go to the destination, stand, stand, stand. Raise, turn, place. Raise, turn, place. Raise, turn, place. Again, stand, stand, stand. Now again, raise, move, place. Raise, move, place. So like this, you keep walking with your meditation. And then again, you can keep your body straight and also not necessary to bend your head. Maybe it is better to keep your head and the body straight, keeping your attention to somewhere at the front, maybe like 2 meters to the front. And relax your body and keep walking. And then while walking, you really want to maybe see something like there is a bird. You really want to see, you're not interested. Control, okay? You see someone walking, you can see that. You really want to see, you're not doing it. You're not interested. And then you hear, you see something, not interested. Just recognize it's okay. So keep walking. And then, Reverend Mexico will ring the bell so that you can come back after walking meditation. Okay? Yes.
Does it have to be always between 2 points? Or
Yes.
I can move?
For a beginner, of course, yes. And I have seen some walking meditation paths in Sri Lanka, like bending with curves. That's for a very advanced practitioner. Every curve is a reminder that you have to be mindful. So it is better to have a straight path. Okay? So at home, maybe you don't have long walking paths, so it's okay to have whatever path you have, but just be mindful about that. And then it's also better to have like level one rather than like different. That's also okay later on. You can try on just the surface, wooden surface or cement or even grass, like just the road. Different platforms, different surfaces are okay. They have all different sensations. And if it is cold, you need to wear socks, you need to wear shoes, that's fine. If not, best way is to walk empty, like naked, naked foot.
Barefoot.
Yeah, barefoot. So you feel the real sensation, right? Okay. All the best.
Please feel free. There's space inside. There's space downstairs, but also I think it's a little bit cool outside, but it's still
Right.
okay.
So there are different spaces you can see. You can find your walking path and keep walking. Mexico, you can take this. Right.
How much time do you want?
I think 15 minutes.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So yeah, 15. Right, 15 minutes.
But you want water?
I think.
I'll bring some
Yeah,
water.
yeah. Yes. Thank you. Please bring some water if you want, like maybe hot water or cold water. We have some water here.
Where do you have water?
Over there. We have some bottles here if you want. Or if you want hot water.
This is fine.
Yeah, okay. We'll do it together. Let's wait, okay?
Warm water.
No, just room temperature is fine too. So walking meditation is a very helpful one after sitting, and especially certain time of the day, walking meditation can be very effective in your day-to-day life also. In certain situations, walking is better than sitting. Right? Let's say like you are very upset or angry, then it is difficult for you to maybe sit because your body is burning inside and you are more restless. Maybe walking can ease your pressure with the fresh air, and then also with your movement you can actually calm down better. And also after a long sitting sessions, in between the walking meditation can be really helpful. So I also highly recommend you practice this walking meditation as much as you can on daily basis, on regular basis. It's very, very helpful. So how was your walking outside? Is it good?
Starting to get cold.
Or is it too cold?
A little bit. Too.
Little bit. How challenging was that, apart from being cold?
Very challenging.
Very challenging?
Harder to concentrate.
Hmm?
Harder to concentrate.
Okay. Any other comments?
So many distracting factors outside. Bugs
Mm.
on trees and birds.
Okay. Yeah, see now how difficult it is to meditate, right? Especially when you go out, you see like everything is there to disturb us. That's why people come to meditation centers, retreat centers, where you find more peaceful. And now inside, when we were meditating, you were fine, and then you were also feeling a little bit sleepy. And then when you go out, all the bugs, all the birds, the wind, the cold, everything is again distracting you. I want to go in again. It's always like that. But there will be no place on earth where you have absolute silence. There will always be some sound. At least when you close your eyes, you can hear the sounds of your tummy, right? Sounds will always be there, and distractions will always be there. It's up to us to take it or not. I remember I heard there is one meditation center in close to a railway station. Can you imagine a meditation center close to a railway station? It's like almost impossible. But the monks, they keep meditating there, and then there will be a point where you find, okay, you don't hear it anymore. Just like the in Sri Lanka, we have a saying, "Kammale balla wage," right? The dog in the, what do you call, the worksmith. So those like um, metal sharp. So you hear all the sounds of the metals, and the dog sleeps very quietly, peacefully. Uh, it doesn't happen right away. It takes a while, and afterwards the dog knows it doesn't make sense. so he has to get used to it. So his ear also gets used to it. Same thing with the meditation. When you get used to it, it's fine. So outside, the weather, most of the practitioners really like cool weather. They really like uh, mountain tops, where normal other average people don't really like to go. They like to go to that kind of solitary, isolated places and cool places. Even the oxygen level is much lower. Some even have altitude sickness, and still they want to go there and practice. So they feel much more comfortable, maybe closer to the sky, closer to the heavens. It's true actually. In some, when you go to the mountains, you feel like you are more closer to the sky. So sky is the limit for your meditation. um, it's it's amazing. It's again a journey, and it's again how you cope up with so many different situations. That's also why we need to practice um, in different locations. Not only in the meditation center, where it is very ideal, beautiful ambience for you to practice. Very peaceful, yes. But when you go home, you can't meditate anymore. So sometimes you can also go to the beach, meditate with the waves. Can you imagine how difficult it is? I had an opportunity actually one day to meditate on the beach all day. I was at the beginning. I should say that it was so difficult. I remember the tsunami in Sri Lanka. When I close my eyes, I hear the waves coming. So it was so loud, and I thought, okay, sometime the waves will come and take me back to the ocean. And so I remember that. And then after a while, it was okay, no more. And then I started to get adjusted to the rhythm of the waves. So I focus on the wave patterns. It was not disturbing me anymore. It took a while, but it's okay. It happens. And then sometime on the snow, and maybe sometime in the wilderness, and sometime even in busy places, like maybe New York City. Some places, busy places also. You just keep meditating. You can, when you keep doing it in different locations, your mind is attuned to it. Your system registers it, and you can practice. You can be peaceful. You can be calm wherever you are. It is possible. Therefore, I highly recommend you to meditate on different locations and different occasions. Different occasions in the sense like sometime in the morning, early morning meditation, sometime night time, just before sleep, and sometime immediately after taking shower. You feel so fresh, right? Meditate. And sometimes just before the food and just after the food. Different locations and different occasions. If you keep meditating, then you should be able to practice anywhere. You should be able to maintain your inner peace every time, anywhere. So, highly recommend that as well. Now we have water with us.
If someone doesn't, we have the
Yeah.
bottles
Do you have
there.
water with you?
If someone doesn't have water, they can.
Yeah.
There's water bottles out there.
Please take a bottle of water or even a glass of water. Warm water also if you want, that's fine. We are going to do an exercise.
Or a glass of water.
Yeah, take a glass of water. Yeah.
In the water.
It's peer pressure.
The water meditation. That's what we actually wanted to say how important it is to be mindful about our body sensations. Okay, ready? Do you have Bologna? Okay,
How much water do you need?
it doesn't matter. It's okay. Even just a little bit. Right now we have a water with us, and you can actually, when you take it, be mindful. Okay, I'm holding my water, and then just be mindful how, not like other time, we are just mindful when you hold, and then you take your water close to your mouth. If you have a bottle, open your cap, and then slowly take it to your mouth, open your mouth, and slowly take only one sip, and keep it there for a while in the mouth before swallowing. Okay, close your eyes, I think it is better. And then slowly drink it and close your eyes and experience the sensation when the water goes down through the food pipe. Now, it's amazing, right? After a while, you don't know what happened to the water. Where did it go? It's somewhere inside. Why do you feel? Where is it? Can't even locate it, right? It's amazing. Now let's try one more time and see how it goes. If it is cold water or hot water, you can feel how you feel in your tummy when the water goes through the food pipe. The sound is almost the same. And it goes down and it settles somewhere in your body. So I think if you drink like this every time, it can be another meditation. Mindful drinking. Same thing with the eating. When you eat, you still can do the same way. One morsel of food, you chew it, you savor it, and you slowly gulp it up, and it goes down and it settles in your tummy. And later, if you drink more, you will feel like the entire belly is full of water. If you drink more water, and then you can feel, maybe close your eyes, feel the sensation along with your breathing. Different sensation, that is okay. Different experiences. Everybody differs from each other. Can you locate that water anywhere? You feel some sensation somewhere. What about the breathing pattern? What about your brain waves? After meditation and then mindful walking, coming back and sitting, relaxing, drinking water, and again contemplating. Everybody drinks differently, different amount of water, different kinds of water, some cold water, some hot water, some lukewarm water. Everybody is having different sensations, different experiences. And then our body reacts differently too. Now gently open your eyes. Now this again is very interesting and also very helpful if you keep doing the same thing while eating, while drinking. This can be a wonderful meditation. So here I had the opportunity to practice immediately after food, sometimes 5-10 minutes, sometimes even more. I found that really interesting. Immediately after food, I did not feel any sleepy at all. Maybe after a while, when the food is settled, and then you might feel sleepy. But if you meditate immediately after food, you feel much better. You feel that factory working very busy. You see all the activities in the belly and also the brain very busy. It's really interesting. And then when you do it, you feel yourself calm and better, peaceful. And I recommend you do it sometime. You can do it all the time. I know so busy you are, but then again you can try this from time to time. Sometimes take a tea or even water. Also try different drinks like cold water, and then cold water you can easily feel it goes down, and you feel the sensation very easily. And also when you drink warm water, you can feel the warmth all the way down, and somewhere it disappears. Somewhere it disappears. You can really locate. That's again interesting. But then again the body reacting to different activities. So this can be a simple meditation, if it is not long. That can be a helpful meditation for you. Just as we were talking about kaya gata sati, mindfulness immersed in the body, I think this can be a useful one for you. Okay, so with that, I have some questions here from Jason Chan. When does meditation start? Is it predetermined or is it? Let me show that. When does meditation start? Is it predetermined or is it at the moment we choose our positions? So, what do you think? When does it start? It can start anytime, right?
It never stops.
Never stop. You can't really say when to start, where to start. We can make meditation while taking shower. you can meditate. You can feel the sensation, how the water goes dripping through and making yourself very cool and calm. And it's amazing. Like, let's say, like you are so tired or you are so sleepy, and how does it happen to you when you take shower? Sleepiness gone, and your energy is back. You feel much more fresh, refreshing energy when you come back from shower. Yes,
So is meditation and being mindful the same thing? Or
meditation is one of the mindfulness is an inseparable part of your meditation. Yes, again, being mindful means also being peaceful, being happy, being healthy, and not generating any ill will, not generating any greed, not generating any delusion. So that's the key. Mindfulness should help you. All these little different techniques can help you to get out of those defilements, those polluted thoughts in you. Okay? Right. And we have another question here. Why is the color of an object first more verifiable as a means of understanding the meditation object directly than the object itself? I don't know if I get the question here correctly, but it looks like we do have color meditation techniques, like it's part of the kasina. So color kasina, one. So we say you can look at a patch of blue color, Neela kasina, Pita kasina, Lohita kasina, Udata kasina. So different colors. You can look at that as the meditation object. So just like we keep focusing on our breath, we can also, that is while we are closing our eyes, right? Sometimes you open your eyes and look at a color. Look at the color and keep gazing at that. And so long as you gaze at the color, you register yourself, the posture, the size, the texture, everything. And then you close your eyes. You should be able to see that even while closing your eyes. And then you keep on that. That is called Neela Kasina or Pita Kasina, different colors. Sometimes you can also look at the sky through a hole or something. You can see only the sky. Okay? So that is called Akasa Kasina. You can also look at the sky. It's amazing if you can look at the sky and meditate. It's amazing, amazing feeling. So they can also be objects for you to concentrate. That is the key.
do you
Yes.
sit in the same sitting position or do you stand when you see the sky?
I think you can do it while standing also.
Standing up?
You can do it while standing. You
No.
can do it while sitting. That's possible. So, and we have another one. If we have to meditate on a standard time, we need to really start beginning in process and end to be considered a session for us. I think, yeah, I mean, the language itself is a little bit confusing, but I think I get the idea. Like when you have a session, you have a beginning, you have the middle, and also ending of the session, right? Like everything else, like when you write an essay, you have an introduction, you have the body of the essay, and then the conclusion. So that will be nice. Same thing with the meditation. We need to start with the beginning. I think in most of the Buddhist meditations, we think of the Buddha, we pay respect to the Buddha, and also we determine ourselves or we get the blessing, and then we can focus on our meditation. Many traditional Buddhist practitioners do that. That will be helpful for them to concentrate better. Thinking of the Buddha, for example, contemplation is a very helpful meditation too. Even Buddhanusati is a meditation, looking at the Buddha's qualities. Even looking at the Buddha's picture itself can be a meditation if you can focus on that. So different techniques are there, and then again, beginning and the middle and the end can be a smooth process to your session. Maybe at the end of the session you can share merit with everyone, right? You can think of your loved ones, send loving kindness to them, share the merit with them. You can also think of someone in your family if they are sick. If they need some help from you, you can send them loving kindness. There are some people who like us to bless, so they send. I get actually a lot of messages from people. Can you please bless me or my grandmother or my uncle or something if they are sick? Sometimes I also get the messages. Can you pray for my pet? Cat, dog. Some of them are sick, some of them are dying, and so people need blessing. And then I think it is so good if we can do it after a short meditation, at least after a short meditation. If you think you can bless them better. Sometimes pregnant mothers, we have a special blessing for pregnant mothers too, like we call Angulimala Paritta. So the mother and the baby, we think of them and we send loving kindness to them, share the merits with them. We can do that way too. So it has been happening all the time. Thinking of all those people who need help. You also can do it. Whenever you meditate, you can think of them, your family members, loved ones. Even if you are also more generous, you can think of those people in the world who are suffering due to many reasons. As a whole, you can also do that. That's also a really wonderful way to continue, improve your meditation. Um, yeah, and also sending loving kindness, share the merits with all the celestial beings can also be very helpful. So thinking thus meditation can be included with an introduction, short beginning, and then you practice on different techniques like breathing meditation or loving kindness meditation or thinking, we call Marananusati, thinking of the death. There is another meditation, also thinking of the foulness of the body. For example, there are different people have different temperaments, right? Some people very easily get angry. They have that dosa charita we call. Some people have lustful temptations very easily. They get that kind of sensations, temptations. So they have different meditation techniques for different types of people. There are 6 kind of people like that: Raga Charita, Dosa Charita, Moha Charita, Saddha Charita, Buddhi Charita, and Vitakka Charita. So Raga Charita is the people with more lustful sensations, temptations. And then Dosa Charita is the people who are very easily lose temper. You should recognize what is your character, your temperament. And then Moha Charita is the people who very confused. They don't know what to do. Always asking others, what should I do? What should I do? Like they can't take decisions. And there are people like that all the time, depending on others. Saddha Charita people, very spiritual, very religious, very pious. Have you seen such people? There are people like that too. Very, very amazing. I think for them also it's easier. For example, if you are a Buddhist, if you have Saddha Charita, it's easier for you to do the Buddhanusati meditation, thinking of the Buddha and Dhamma and Sangha, because they have so much piety, confidence. And I would say, like, if you are a Christian person, or if you are a Islam person or Hindu person, you think of your own Deva. You think of like Mother Mary or something. You can practice, it's okay. You can just relax, calm, and think of your own whatever divinity that you have great respect. Even you can think of your own respectful teachers, a person whom you really love, your mother, your father. You can do that too. So thinking of their wonderful qualities, we can also meditate. There are different kinds of mettanusati, like the marananusati, thinking of the death, is another way of meditation.
So what are the two more types? You named 4. So the last one was faith type. What are 2 more?
Oh, Vitakka Charita is again like they have they always argue, you know, they have more questions. Vitakka Charita. Every time asking, there is a knack of asking questions, not necessarily like they just do it. Also having little bit of confusion too. And the other one is, yeah, good that you reminded, the Buddhi Charita. Very highly intellectual people. This is not necessary. They think of very high standard. I think for them also there are different types of meditation. So let's say like if you have anger temperament, it is good to meditate like Anapanasati is good for everyone. And there are some techniques, like out of the 40 techniques in Visuddhimagga, some of them can be applied to all temperaments. And some of them can be applied to certain temperaments only. Um, so if you have anger temperament, you need to recognize if you are anger person or not. I remember when I went to the temple, our master gave us a banana to eat. We don't know, I was just a little boy, and then he gave us a banana to eat. So I saw the other kids also were eating, and so we just ate. The way you eat the banana, they consider that also, because nobody has taught you how to eat a banana. How do you normally eat? Just peel, right? You eat. And some people don't eat like that. They do it very carefully, and they sometimes take piece by piece, eat. And the way you eat, how you eat, all different characters, different temperaments, people do it differently, eat differently. So the master doesn't say anything, he just observes. And then he gave us an ikkal broom to clean the temple backyard. The way we clean the temple is, or the way we hold the ikkal broom, also different from person to person, different. The way we clean, especially the dosa charita people, they do it really fast. They don't have the patience to do it slowly, nicely, neatly. Have you seen such people? You must have seen, even with your kids, some people really slow, very neat, very nice, very tidy, but some they don't really care, right? You have some kids like that too, right? They do it really fast and they don't care about like being so nice and organized and all these things. It doesn't happen to everyone. And then you are given a pen and paper to write something. And the way you hold the pen and the way you write also determines your temperament. If you are a dosa charita, you write really fast. If you are a raga charita, very beautiful, nice, very aesthetic, beautiful writing. That happens to you naturally. These are inborn temperaments that you have. And so, depending on those characters, temperaments, there are different techniques. So, the skillful master observes what is the meditation for you. And if you are confused, of course, you can be mixture of two, mixture of maybe three characters, three temperaments. If I ask you, if I give you the characteristics of temperaments, please read the Visuddhimagga. There is a detailed explanation of these characters. Visuddhimagga is a beautiful book. You need to read it for sure. So you can identify which character, like A type, type A, type B. That's how many types are there? Only two. A type, type B type, like leaders and all, right? That's the Western way of looking at. But we have in Buddhism we have six characters, six types of people, six temperaments. Interesting. Now, accordingly, you need to do the meditation. Let's say you are a raga charita person, so the meditation master does not give you metta, loving kindness. Why? You meditate on your loved ones and then you go to another world. Your temperament changes. You think of all the sensual pleasures that can happen to such people. So for them, you are given like foulness of the body. Look at the elements of the body.
Raga is greed. Is it greed type?
Raga?
Yeah.
Raga means like lust,
Last.
lustful characters. Yeah. So if the husband is focusing on metta, maybe you think of some girlfriend or, you are taken to a different realm in meditation too. It can happen. And so instead of doing that, you are given maybe impermanence of the body, foulness of the body that can ease the pressure and balance your character. And you can change actually. Your temperament can be balanced if you practice meditation. This is the other thing. So some meditations can work you better, and you can change. You can check that yourself. Certain meditations are working better. You feel more comfortable, and your journey can be improved really faster. Yeah. So if you are an angry character, metta bhavana is really good.
What about vipassana, like body scanning? Is it not good for hate types? For any
Vipassana can be applied to everyone.
Mm.
Yeah, vipassana can be applied to everyone, but there are some people whose intellectual capacity is less, so samatha bhavana is better for them to begin with. Vipassana is mostly about like going deeper into the like those intellectual people, as I said, for them, I think Vipassana is very good. Like elemental, they like to analyze, they like to investigate, they like to go deep. For them, this element meditation, like Pathavi Apo Tejo Vaya, for example, in the body we have earth element, and in the water element, the fire element, the air element. They would love to do that. Yeah, that is good for them. And then certain meditation like Anapana is applied for everyone. Yes. Okay. Yes.
In the meditation, what do you concentrate on? Like the person, the image of the person, or the time spent with the person, or the like qualities, and to set them.
Metta, loving kindness meditation, like you first send loving kindness to yourself. Like it's like healing, sending healing, blessing to someone, like blessing to yourself. May I be well, happy, healthy. May I be well, happy, healthy. You know, so you focus on your body. You can scan your body. If you have any tightness, pain, heaviness, or something, then you can focus more on that area and send loving kindness more, like spotlight. Send loving kindness to that area more, and overall you send loving kindness to your own body. It can be very helpful. And then you can also, like, not only physical difficulty but also think of like, may no harm come to me, no anger come to me, no hatred, no jealousy, no fear. All these things can be really wonderful thoughts. So that time when you do it, you feel very calm and peaceful. And later, you send your loving kindness to the near and dear ones, your beloved ones. Okay, so it's also important you do that.
So do you concentrate on their names, or
You can do it.
concentrate on the
You can make a short list of your beloved ones. That's possible. Even one person, you can do it. Right? If someone is sick, also you can do it. If someone, like, you want to send loving kindness to your son, your daughter, your brother, sister, your mother, father, ailing someone, you can do it. Send loving kindness to them too. That is also possible.
What's always helped me in doing metta meditation is really the feeling that it brings up, that idea of loving kindness, loving friendliness. And it's not a name per se. It's more when I think about those things, or when I bring that person into my mind, it's that feeling that it brings, and then expanding that out. So we think of someone.
So it could be done in different manners, like starting with yourself, and then to your near and dear ones, then to next level neutral ones. So many neutral people in the world, and then even the unfriendly ones. Those people who are not so comfortable with you, think of them also, send loving kindness to them. That is another way. Then again, you can send like all sentient beings in the northern direction, all sentient beings in the southern direction, eastern, western, northeastern, northwestern, southwestern, southeastern, up and below, all sentient beings. So you think of like direction wise. That is also a way of doing meditation, metta meditation. It's a beautiful practice, Jerry. Loving kindness meditation.
And you can set it to also the ones who passed away, and no.
Loving kindness. Usually they say, like you don't send loving kindness to the departed ones, but I personally think it should be okay. Yeah, I think when you say like all sentient beings, why should we demarcate? If you say all sentient beings, I think we should also think of all of them. Some people are little scared of those departed ones. Yeah, in our society, we have some really a taboo. Don't talk about the dead. We are really scared of dead people. But those are the people who are living with us, so close to us. They were our beloved mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, husband, wife. When they are dead and gone, you are so scared of them. Why should we do that? I don't get it. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to demand. Be kind to them as well. Be kind to them. They need your help too, maybe, right? Or they can also help you in different ways. So don't underestimate their power too. They can also help you, even they can harm you. If you don't, why not we become friendly with everyone? At least we can keep them. If you don't want to be friendly, at least don't want to be unfriendly, right? So keep them in neutral level. So at least nobody harms you. It's very important. Send loving kindness to all sentient beings. I think for me personally, I don't really mind sending loving kindness to the departed ones. For sure, we share merits with everyone.
So sending love to the dead will be considered a part of the dead techniques.
What is it?
Sending love to the dead will be part of the dead techniques. You mentioned about the
Mindfulness of death.
Yeah, I think so many different teachers
Oh.
have different techniques. So some of them maybe it actually happens sometimes you think of too much, about the departed one. Every time you think of your departed one, and maybe like you get a little bit obsessed with that. You'd get possessed with that. Then it might not work for you, might not be helpful for you. Rather, it can be you might be inviting those unnecessary elements, and you don't know how to practice. Yeah. So sending loving kindness is a good thing. That doesn't mean you keep them on your back, right? Like just like you love pets. Some people keep them on your back, and some people keep them like your children. It can happen too. So yeah, I think to be kind is a different thing, and to be attached is a different thing. So to be kind without attachment, this is where we have to be. Like let's say, like when somebody who is so close to your life passes away, and you cry, do you think it is loving kindness? It is attachment, right? So you can be, of course, kind to them, but then to the point that you don't disturb your own inner peace. You can be kind to others, you can be nice to others, but then there are some people who really can't take it. They can really cope up with that powerful emotion. Then it is your problem. Yeah. Even when you are sending, sharing merit, you are kind, it's okay. But you are not going over the limit. You do it with a good heart, good intention. That is important. Okay? Right. I think we should do meditation now. Let's
Would
stand
you
up.
do the meditation for like more thingy, like confused one?
Oh, confused one?
Yeah, like now we are doing the
Yeah,
meditation.
it is very good. Like for confused one, Anapanasati is a really good one.
Can we do that one now?
Yes, Anapanasati. Yeah, yeah. For the confused one, because in Anapanasati actually you calm down, you ease everything, and you feel very peaceful, and then it is easier for you to concentrate. That's also a very popularly used technique. Yeah, we'll do it. I think as we were sitting, maybe we stand up again. If you want, if you okay, you can. But as we are going to sit, maybe we need some stretch. Can rock from side to side, and stretch a little bit. We raise your hand. In yoga, they call Tadasana. You can also reach to the sky slowly. This is also important. Many of the meditation practitioners, they actually don't do other exercises, but they like to do some stretching. And for them, mainly they like the walking. That is the popular exercise they do. And the other activities also can be done. But mostly when you sit, you need some blood circulation. So make sure you have, from time to time, walking or standing. Um, some movement is important. Okay. Whenever you are ready, you can sit mindfully. You want the Anapanasati? Right. Settle on your seats. Sit comfortably. Keep one palm on the other. Press them on your lap. Straighten your back. Straighten your head. Open your shoulders. Relax. Close your eyes gently and compassionately towards yourself and to everyone else. Take a good long deep breath and hold it for a few seconds. And then slowly release and relax. Breathing through the nostril, in and out. It's easy for you to recognize your own sensation when you breathe in and out longer. And also this deep breath can ease out the pressure of your body. So let us focus on our natural breathing. Last time we were focusing on long breath, short breath. This time let us do the counting again. Let us count our breathing, trying to stay close to our natural breathing. Breathe in and breathe out, and the incoming air touching the nostril, the outgoing air touching the upper lip. We focus on the sensation when we breathe in and out, and then we start counting. Breathe in 1, breathe out 2, in 3, out 4, in 5. and then start over. Out, 1, in, 2. So you count up to 6. Do not make any mistake while counting. First 1 to 5, and immediately with the other breath you count 1 to 6, and then again with the other breath you start 1 and all the way up to 7, and without making any mistake again 1 to 8, 1 to 9, and 1 to 10. When you are done up to 1 to 10, start over 1 to 5. So keep doing it for 3 rounds at least. If you can do it 1 to 10 3 times without any mistake, that will be so wonderful. In between, if you have wrong calculation, if you make a mistake in your calculation, be honest, sincere. Start over. If you go up to 10, you can complete that round. And in between the next round, if you make a mistake, then you need to start over. Okay, so let us practice on that. Just take a good long deep breath and hold it for a few seconds. And then slowly release and relax. Okay. Open your eyes. How was your anapanasati? Counting? Did you do it well? Yes?
I'm not sure if I did it right. You breathe in for 5 seconds, then breathe out for 5, 6 seconds. and then
Not
breathe
seconds,
in.
counting. Like breathing 1, in 1, out 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And then again start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
So breathing in and breathing out. This is the counting.
Oh, okay.
The idea is not to train the counting. You know how to count. It is the breathing in line with the counting. So we try to focus on our breath. That is the idea. So when you breathe in, you focus here. That is 1 counting. And when you breathe out, we focus here. That is counting number 2. So you keep doing it up to 5.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure you don't go beyond 5. So this is also, you need some concentration, right? Otherwise you do all the wrong calculations. So 1 to 5 and then 1 to 6. So 1 to 6 means not 1 to 7 or 8. Sometimes you forget, your concentration goes away. So you keep counting. Even you can count up to 1 to 15. Yeah, so you have to be really, really mindful about your counting too. Again, counting is not the priority, the breathing. That you focus on counting without any mistake. And then 1 to 7, and then 1 to 8, and then 1 to 9, and then 1 to 10. If you could do it, you can appreciate yourself. You can evaluate your own mindfulness of breathing, contemplation on breathing. That means you are actually doing well. At least you are doing well. And let's say like I was counting 1 to 5, okay, but after that I was counting 1 to 6 or no 1 to 8 or something. That means you really need to work on that more, right? You can evaluate where you are, your progress can be evaluated accordingly. So if you could do it without any mistake, that is a great progress. So that means you can keep doing it, and for a beginner it is very helpful, at least this counting method. So you can focus on your breathing. Your monkey mind will be contained to a greater extent. That is the idea of counting. Any question?
I have a question. So I know metta meditation is really good for me, for example, but I really enjoy investigative type of meditations. So if I have only 2 hours a day to dedicate towards sitting meditation, how do I decide how much I should spend investigating and how much towards metta? Sometimes it's like I just only want to do investigative types and never want to do metta, but I know I should. So how do I decide?
That's a good question. So it is good to try different meditation techniques, and in different. Sometimes, for me personally, I prefer to do breathing meditation early morning, because that time my mind is much more. Because for me, I need more attention to breathing meditation. It's not like metta, it really needs focus. Breathing needs real focus. So for me, morning is better. Like afternoon, maybe this calculating or analyzing, uh, that can be done, because that time mind is little bit busier. So depending on, and maybe evening also very good for metta meditation.
So maybe do anapanasati in the morning and metta in the evening?
Evening, yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
I mean, you can try the other way around too. Which is better for you? Something better for me is not the same thing for you. You can experiment yourself. Oh, when I meditate anapanasati in the morning, I feel more comfortable. It's better for me. And when I do anapanasati in the afternoon, oh, it is good for me. I feel more comfortable with that. So you can find your own rhythm, your own pattern of meditation too.
I have one.
Yes.
When you take a walk, you can do the metta. So it's like easy to do the metta when you start walking around on the street or what maybe. So you can do the metta. When you come back home, then you can do the anapanasati, because now your mind is calm.
See, that is how it works for her. So it works for her better. So maybe you can try that. It might work for you too. And also, session to session, day to day, mood to mood, the meditation can vary. Like when you are tired, you might not be able to do the same way. So you can maybe walking more than sitting can be helpful. If you are completely relaxed and really good mood to meditate, you can do some meditation that you feel more comfortable with. Yeah, I I remember Bhante Navini Ariyadam, he was saying, you can practice different meditations in the same session, like starting with Anapanasati and then going to Metta meditation and then going to element meditation. You can do that too. And different, we have Chaturaraka meditation, for example, Buddhanusati, Mettanusati, Asubhanusati, and Marunanusati. You think of all of them. That's also a possibility. So all these meditations can be helpful to you depending on your temperament, depending on your mood. Let's say like you have a good mood, you don't have a good mood, then it might not work. But keep doing it, keep working it, and eventually you find what is best for you. Like listening to some of the people's wisdom can be also very helpful because they keep meditating. Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I had a great meditation for metta. Just wonderful. And then the next time I sit down, I want to go back to it, but I cannot.
Yeah,
I try, I cannot get there.
that's right.
So I was frustrated. At the beginning, I want to go back. But then I try, okay, let me just try this. It's not working. Let me try this one. Oh, it feels good. And suddenly that feels really good. So for me, at least, I feel each sitting down, I have to just find what is working for me in that sit down. And as I practiced it, I realized every time I sit down, I cannot replicate what happened the time before. It just varies.
That's right.
And I accepted it.
Mood changes.
After I accepted it, it was wonderful. Like one day, and then one day I'm dreaming about Anapana because I'm so tired. It's just, you can't fight that either. It's just kind of accepting what is happening in that moment was a big lesson. It took me, I don't know, 6 months to a year to be comfortable with myself, which is what is happening to me now. Sometimes I'm dreaming about Anapana, I just get so tired.
Remember, like sometimes we do the chanting some sutta like Katyanagutta Sutta and read the sutta and then meditate. It works beautifully too. Read the Karaniya Metta Sutta line by line with the meaning and then meditate. It can work beautifully too because you immediately after reading the meaning, going through the meaning, you meditate, and those things can work for you too. And that's why in the morning here we actually chant Kachana Gutta Sutta. It is about dependent origination. Really a powerful sutta. And when we meditate, you feel so good. You can try different techniques. Chanting can be helpful to you sometimes. Walking can be more powerful to you sometimes. Sometimes walking, it's not working. It can happen. And then sitting can be so good to you. And even sometimes like lay down and body scanning and sending loving kindness to you. And that can also be really helpful. Yeah, so all these things depend on person to person, occasion to occasion. That's why we also need to practice meditation every occasion and every location.
I notice also after listening to Dhamma talks on YouTube,
Very true.
it's very good sessions.
Very true.
Yeah.
You can close your eyes and listen to Dhamma talk. If you drive from here to New York, listen to a Dhamma talk. Long distance driving, listening to a Dhamma talk, you don't have anything else to do. You listen to Dhamma talk and you will also learn something and you feel also calm, learn something, talk to the monk, yes, respond to those can be very helpful too. You wanted to say something?
No, like theoretically or conceptually, yes, I get it. like anicca, anatta, or like impermanence, non-self, like nothing to attach to, or like, but still, like if there's some loss, like loss of a loved one, um, okay, the person is impermanent, I'm impermanent, there was nothing to attach, or something like you can like say it in words, but it still hurts. It's some part of you still longs for that, or you still feel it. So how, like conceptually talking it, okay, but it's still like resonating it out, like how like experience wise, so that it doesn't bother you. I don't. Does it make sense?
I know. I think what you try to say, like um, when let's say, like I practice metta and metta to everyone, and oh, this is just a 4 element, this is just a 5 aggregate. So what is the point in sending loving kindness to that? Another 5 aggregate, another 5 aggregate. It's good actually if you yell at me. Oh, 5 aggregate is yelling at another 5 aggregate, so I can actually laugh it out. That can work better. You don't get angry at me. But then again, yes, that's another sentient being. So you have loving kindness to that person. And you also send loving kindness to your own loved ones. Already you have some favor. So you have a connection. The Buddha also was connected to his own mother and father. Remember? He went to his parents. He was taking care of his wife, children, everyone. It doesn't matter. Like doesn't mean that you know that reality. In reality, they are all 4 elements. But then also, they are entities who are connected to you. It's so Buddha was talking to the monks like bhikkhus. He didn't talk to them like, "Hello, skeleton, how are you?" He didn't say that, right? He knew that in reality, in theory, this is just a skeleton. But then there are two kinds of truth. One is Sammuti Satya, the other is Paramatta Satya. Sammuti Satya is this, the worldly truths are there, like you are a human being, right? So you are Olga and you are Tony, and we know that. So we have to respect that. But then in theory, we also know that. Uh, another 4 element. So I think we have to know these two truths in 2 ways. That's also important to remember. We can apply that on different meditation technique. Like in Vipassana, it is just analyzing, elements and all that stuff. But then when it comes to Metta Bhavana, it is totally we focus on as people, as sentient beings, right? Loud ones, neutral ones, even unfriendly ones, humans, non-humans, men, women, children, elders. We think of them, we categorize them. We have the connection. If you don't have that connection, you can actually do metta bhavana.
So how to like either let go of attachment or come out of the sadness of the loss of some loved ones?
So that's why, like, when you are having sadness, maybe when you have sadness, I think it is a good time to think of the impermanence, because um, when you are attached to it or attached to that person, or you feel more suffering towards that, and rather you can, I think on the spot it will be difficult. Like for Buddhist people, they think of death, they think of impermanence all the time. When you offer a flower to the Buddha, you know that this flower decays. You think of it as a meditation. So continuously it happens to you, and you practice on that. So when somebody passes away, you can connect with that sequence that you have already been practicing. But if you have never practiced, you practice only that time, then it will be difficult. it will be much more challenging for you to think, oh, how can I do like that? It is difficult. But I think continuously practicing on different different experiences, different elements, different practices can be helpful for you when it really happens to you, like getting sick. So when you are sick, you say, yeah, it is the nature, you're getting sick, everyone's sick. If you say it only that time, then you don't really get it. But you continuously contemplate on that, reflect on that we get sick. It doesn't mean actually you become negative. It doesn't mean you become pessimistic about life. You are more realistic. You can do exercise, you can do eat good food, you can do light moderate makeup, okay, you can wear good clothes, that is fine, to the point that you can also do good business, earn money, that is okay, to the point that you recognize that everything is impermanent. One day or the other, everything will be gone. I will leave everything behind. So you do that, and also with the realization that if I can have more money, I can help other people too. You know, it's not the greedy, like possessive attitude, but this is more realistic attitude towards life, that you do all these things. So when you offer flower, also you think of it. When you offer a lamp, you see the lamp. You see the decaying of the lamp. You see that a lamp will be there for a while. Afterwards, it will be gone. We connect that it to our own life. You see the sun rays rising in the morning and setting in the afternoon, in the evening. We can connect that to our own life. That really helps us. So when you are in a situation like that, you don't panic like other people. I remember when tsunami happened in Sri Lanka, 50,000 people died. 50,000 people in a flash of a second, you know. And I was really wondering how they so fast recovering from that panic. Monks were the first to respond, not anyone else. Monks responded them right away, and they went to the location, and they rescued many people. And the temples were open. All temples were open for people to stay in their temple. They were taking care of them, and I think the lifestyle itself, they already knew how to cope up with that equanimity, how to cope up with that kind of a panic situation. Yeah, they cried a little bit. They had some their own panicking situation, but sooner they recovered. That was really really amazing. I remember one time in Kobe, Japan, there was an earthquake. Lots of people, many big businessmen and all, they were all confined to shelters. What happened? Many people committed suicide. They were not able to cope up with that. They didn't know how to cope up with such situation. So it's important that you actually balance. So this day-to-day practice can be very helpful to you when things happen to you in real life situations. That is why in normal day-to-day life also you need to practice them. One day that will be helpful to you. When some loved one passes away, you don't know how to cope up with that right away if you have not practiced that before, right? So you can't really do that. I think that is why we need to think of it. We need to practice um, all the time. It can be really helpful to you. Think of the impermanence in that way is good. Now you think, okay, you are healthy, your children are healthy, no one in your family, maybe your parents are living, okay, your children are living, everyone is okay. So you feel, what is the point of talking about what do you call impermanence? One day, suddenly, somebody passes away, meet with an accident. You don't know how to, you don't know how panic you become. No idea. But the one who has been practicing, already finding it at least relatively better, right? At the beginning, yes, it's difficult, but that person will come to know it much more easily than the other people. We know how it happens with the pandemic.
But well, like if we practice about this and it feels like okay, I'm also like tree leaves that now they are biodegradable products, so they are going away. One day I'll go away and like that. Then it feels like I don't want to do anything then because everything is like gonna go away. So then I don't feel like the motivation or like to go on.
So you have to actually be careful, skillful in that, using it in the right manner and the right occasion. So that one should be used when it matters. Okay, like let's say you are so greedy and you. I think recently I talked about that. There was in Sri Lanka, some children were playing on the street. They were playing cricket. It's a famous game, and suddenly somebody hit the ball, and a window was broken. Somebody in that house actually came out with a sword or something and started fighting, and the whole thing became such a mess. And just because the window was broken, and it became such a hullabaloo. You see, like things like that can happen blown out of proportion too. And in such a situation, I think we have to be, yeah. What is the point? If we take it that way, in such a situation, I think you can use that technique to greater benefits. And then impermanence and all should not be taken as to be like laid back. Like even all of us, if we don't have determination, if we don't have effort, they are called paramitas. Determination is adhitthana paramita. Effort is virya paramita. We need these things. We need to really motivate ourselves to practice. That definitely should be there. But on certain situations, we can use certain techniques to um, inspire ourselves, depending on the technique.
I would just say it's almost the opposite. When you recognize impermanence, it almost brings more motivation because you realize this isn't going to last. And it's so you want to experience it, you want to share and make it, you appreciate it that much more. Oh, the sun is shining today. Like yesterday, I was like, wow, this is probably the last kind of really nice day in a while. I'm going to go and enjoy it. Our relationships, we don't know how. They may last 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, or they might not. But we appreciate them that much more because they are impermanent.
Yes.
If we just take it for granted, like, oh, this is going to last forever, then why? That, to me, that's less motivating. It's more motivating when I know maybe this is the last day. Maybe this is the last day for me. Maybe this is the last day that I can walk. Maybe I'll fall down the stairs and break my neck. I don't know. So then I appreciate it that much more. It becomes more meaningful. The richness of it, the power of those relationships, understanding that they're not permanent, gives us that motivation, like that drive, like, no, I'm going to make this count. I'm going to make these words count. I'm going to make my actions count because I don't know. One of the beautiful things that we do as when a monastic, a senior monastic, when someone above us leaves, we ask for forgiveness. And one of the beautiful things about that to me is I don't know. We don't know if we'll ever see each other again. Maybe something will happen. But we appreciate that moment. It's our way of saying, my time with you has meant so much. And I want to leave on that note. I want it to be special.
Mhm.
So, we look at each one of those moments as special. Even though because it's not going to last, then it's even more special.
Yes, please.
Next question. How do you build the impermanence into meditation? Do you concentrate on certain stuff?
There are certain things that you have to see things. By seeing, by looking, by understanding, you can practice. There are certain things you have to give up. By letting go, also you can practice. In Sabbasava Sutta, also there are different techniques how you can do it. Like dukkha, for example, you have to realize it. Like that is why when we offer flowers, we say Puppang milayati yatha idam me kayo tathayati vinasa bhavam. Just as the flower decays, so is my life. So is my life. Just as the lamp goes away, extinguishes after all the things are done, so is my life. Just as the incense is gone, so is my life. We know that. We live with that reality. That doesn't mean like you have eyes to see. Oh, because I see things, I do all the nasty things. I get angry because of my eyes. I wish I don't have eyes. Do we think that way? No, right? Yeah, that's not the case. I wish I become blind so I can see anything. I don't make any defilement. No. I hear things through the ears. I see things through the eyes. But we also know this is there for us to see. This is there for us to hear. This is all okay. But to the point that we don't generate any negative karma through that. That is the smart, that is the skillful meditators practice. Or else, what is the point in living? I rather die soon because life is impermanent. What is the point? It is not the case. There was, I should, I think, share this story also with you. There was one man who went to a pilgrimage, in Sri Lanka. There is a famous pilgrim spot called Anuradhapura. So many big stupas are there, beautiful place. And so he went there and he bowed to the Bodhi tree. He went to the other stupas. He bowed there, practice, and then in the night he was sleeping under a tree. Okay, simple man. But then when he was sleeping, he suddenly remembers, oh, I am extending my feet towards the Bodhi tree. I cannot do that. He suddenly changed and he was extending his foot towards the other direction. And then he remembered, oh, this is the Ruanmali Mahasaya, the great stupa. I can do it. So he extended his feet towards the other direction. Oh, there are other stupas, other statues, other temple. He was so stressed. And he said, I cannot sleep anymore. He was standing. And then he thought, oh, the Nagaloka is there. I cannot do that. There is some relics of the Buddha or something. And then he was, doing the Sirasasana. Then he thought, oh, there is some hair relics of the Buddha in the heavenly world. I cannot do. Oh, I wish I don't have legs. That is not Buddhism. That is not meditation. With all these faculties with us, having with us, we should be able to live with the realization, with the understanding that we know. Remember, it is the middle path always, right? I like that word, middle path, Majjhima Patipada. That is where we need to think, not going to any extremes, but depending on the situation, we have to be skillfully apply certain theories for our own benefit. Yeah.
One thing on that, once during the my meditation, it's kind of like I was angry at this one employee, and no matter how much I tried to give love and kindness to this employee, I had this inside, oh man, I know you're feeling the love. And then Bhante taught me the Chanting, this is about the right view. And I was trying to think, okay, what does that mean? Am I thinking the wrong view? Do I have a defilement? One day I'm reading Ajahn Tanisaro's book, talking about unskillful thoughts. And then he talks about during meditation, if you are agitated, hold on to that. I've been taught my entire life, let go of anger. But Ajahn Thanisaro is saying, hold on to that, investigate. So I was very confused, what does this mean? But after recognizing what right view is, whether it's sadness, whatever that agitation that's inside of you that's preventing you from maybe giving metta, something like that, when you investigate and just look at it, it's best during meditation when you're giving yourself, like, let there be no anger within me. But there is. So if you look inside, this took me a long time. Then you realize there is a wrong view within you. There's a defilement. There's some sort of attachment. This particular employee, he would not listen to what I have asked him to do many times over. And I just went deep into it. And I realized I have to let go. There's this person's just not going to listen to me. As long as it's my way, and my wrong view was holding on to, I couldn't give him love and kindness. From the Kanchanamrita Sutta, which Bhante taught me, I was like, man, this is totally the wrong view, because it's my way. And then Ajahn Thanisaro was saying to investigate. And as soon as I let that go, the following time I gave this man metta, I was free. I no longer felt that anger inside of me. It was shocking. Just one example, maybe I could. It was a combination of so many things, from Bhante teaching me the Kacchanamrita Sutta, reading something from Ajahn Jeff, applying it during meditation, recognizing my pain. When I'm saying, let me not have anger within me, I'm so angry at this guy.
Yeah. Now you see why we need to listen to Dhamma always, and also to different people. The way different people interpret with their own experiences can help you somehow or the other, one day or the other, differently. But then again, you yourself will be the one to see that, to go through this. That will be the key. No matter how much I try to say, it won't get to you. But one day you will get it. Right? One day you will get it when you listen to another person also saying the same thing, another person saying it in a different way. Oh, this is the same thing. I heard from somebody too. I heard from that person too. Then it might work for you. Yes?
Just a question for the
Tony.
sitting in front. How did you investigate? What kind of questions did you ask?
So it
yourself?
was really difficult at the beginning, because everybody's told me to let go. Everywhere I said, oh, let go. But
Let go. How to let go, you don't know.
Let go of That's my question.
Yeah.
To start off with, how do I let go of my love? That's my question. And everybody says, let's go. Okay. So Ajahn Thanisaro book, one of his books says, hold on to it, investigate. I didn't know what to do that either.
Yeah.
What do you mean? But I kept looking at it during my meditation. When I was giving loving kindness to myself, or when I bring up that man that I was angry, I'm trying to give him love and it will agitate me.
Oh.
As soon as it agitates me, I look at it.
Oh.
Like you say, okay, I am now agitated. Why am I mad? It took me a long time because I was very confused. But then one day, suddenly, I was like, oh, it's my ego. It's because why am I mad at this guy? Because it's so, we hide the truth from ourselves. Bhante yesterday said ignorance. It's, our ego is so, it pushes the truth down. You have to find that inside of you, and it took, this is a long time. I was mad at this person for a very long time. Maybe 6 months, and like Bhante said, I hear from here, I read something here, and it came from like 6, 7 months. So what Bhante said is true. And then there are weeks I don't practice at all because I'm busy. You know, so it's really not a.
Yeah.
This is just my path.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster ride.
Thank
Yeah. It's true. Like, I think this is an important discussion. Although it is over time now, we need to call it today. Maybe after, if you still have time, we can take some tea, and also, if you like, we can have a discussion, or we can meet again next week. And again, thank you so much for joining us today with the meditation. It was rather more discussion, but I hope in real-time situations this discussion can be helpful to you. So seriously, sincerely, thank you everyone for joining and also practicing and also actively engage in this discussion. By the power of the meditation, by the power of the all the goodness that we had today and before, let us keep our palms together close to our heart and think of all the goodness that we have done during today and during our lifetime. By the power of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, by the power of all the goodness of all of you, all of us together and individually, with all the powerful, wonderful, good, wholesome karmas that we did, may we all be blessed. May we all be well, happy, healthy, safe. May all your family members, all your loved ones, all your relatives, teachers, elders, may they all be well, happy, healthy. May no harm come to them from water, fire, air. May they always be safe and protected wherever they are. May you all be able to live your life peacefully, comfortably with good health. May all of us and all sentient beings, and including Devas, Brahmas, may all of us be able to attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana, the absolute peace and happiness at the end of our samsara. Thinking thus, keep your palms together close to your heart and say 3 times, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. May all our departed ones also receive this merit, share this merit, be well, happy, healthy, safe. Let us also be kind to all of them. May they also be able to attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana as soon as possible. Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Abhivadana silisa niccang vaddhapacayino Chattaro dhamma vaddhante ayuvanno sukhang balang Ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti mevacha Ato nibbana sampadde vinate samijjhatu. Thank you everyone for joining us and see you again.
Thank you, Bhante.
Bye.